keep this between you and I, okay? This is a secret, a world-class secret that I've been typing up. Say hi, Thomas.
Hello.
So the adventure's about to... So many. Looks nice, doesn't it? Check this out, we've just arrived. This is where the rehearsals will be happening before we're off to the WCA retreat venue. And you know, it's great, like just kind of seeing firstly this view. We're all the way up in the mountains right now. I always have to say how it's really hard to heal in an environment that made you ill. As after all, your environment is regulating what you tend to think, feel, and do every single day. So it's the familiar people that keeps us in the familiar mindsets, familiar places we go that keeps us repeating the same old patterns, expecting a new result, which is a very definition of insanity, once said by Einstein. So this is why, you know, being here is incredible, because we get a chance to disconnect so we can really reconnect with who we really are. Anyhow, today's a reset day, and after this, rehearsals will be happening in the next several days. So if you want to stay tuned, be sure to let me know by reacting back with a heart emoji. Guess what? It's almost time. We're about to be kicking off the WCA retreat in about 3 days from now. I've got some news to share with you and perhaps some secrets that I've been writing up here. Listen carefully right now. There's a chance that these videos might be deleted since it's a secret video. So listen up right now. So we're here. This is our rehearsal venue. The team and I were just getting ourselves ready for the upcoming WCA retreat. And in a couple of days, we'll be then going over to the actual WCA venue itself. And we got group 1. We've got 4 groups total. So that's 4 weeks total. But we got the first group kicking off in a couple of days from now. But imagine this. It's quite freaky, me sharing this with you. So listen carefully right now to this. But imagine, before coming out here, you may have seen the email that I wrote to you, where I talked about, I went in for an MRI scan just after the LMA Fast Track event. And it turned out due to issues involving here, I've got essentially a pinched nerve, meaning it's a lot of pain. And it's due to an aggravated old injury. And last night it really flared up whilst I was out here, which was essentially our day off, and it just really flared up. And it's fascinating because I've noticed, firstly, this is our 8th year of doing the WCA retreat, and I've really noticed the saying is so true, how winners expect disruptions. Winners expect it, because anytime we do something world class, you'll notice life tests you. Life gives you new disruptions. It's kind of like going to the gym for the first time. The day you go to the gym for the first time, it's not like you get strong straight away. In fact, you feel sore before you get strong. How many know what I'm talking about? So this is why winners expect disruptions, because I've noticed every single WCA, just before WCA unfolds, some disruption unfolds, some tests unfolds. Some of you watching this right now, maybe you've also experienced the same. So imagine this pinched nerve just fully aggravated last night, and I was just thinking, I've got the retreat coming up. But I always have to remind myself, life will test you before you break through. And so perhaps I don't know why it's happening right now, but what I do know is, as the saying goes, things work out best for those who make the best of the way things work out. And this is why I've made adjustments this morning. I've become more adaptable this morning. And as a result, I'm feeling much better, feeling world class, and feeling ready for the upcoming WCA retreat out here, which is going to be absolutely epic to say the least. So with that said, would you love me to share some of the things that I was typing up here? Because this is a real difference between the trance of world-class achievers. This is why they're able to quantum leap so fast. And this is what has changed my life. This is what I began to type up. This is what I wrote. Listen carefully right now. And if you want me to drop some of the secrets, perhaps behind the scenes at the actual WCA venue itself, this isn't WCA venue, this is the rehearsal venue. But if you want me to drop some of the WCA secrets behind the scenes with our LMA students, be sure to react back with a heart emoji right now, because that signals to me that you want me to post more videos in here. Is that making sense? So this is what I wrote. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Breathe in and breathe out. So, most people don't realize this. World-class achievers focus on the intention, whilst the dabblers focus on distractions. That's the real divide. Not money, not luck, not opportunity, but focus. What's the word? Focus. And here's the part that no one tells you. Life is engineered to pull you away from intention into distraction. It's not an accident, it's a system that rewards comfort, not courage, that celebrates noise over depth, that keeps you scrolling, shopping, shouting, while your purpose silently starves. Because if they can distract you from your identity, they can rob you of your destiny. How many of you feeling this? You ever notice how true this really is? The moment you start saying, I want a world-class life, the moment you step forwards in faith, the moment you say, this is my quantum leap goal, the moment you step forwards, the moment you start gaining that traction, you would have noticed life chucks you distraction, a curveball. For example, suddenly you become sick, or suddenly maybe you get some aches, kind of like me, right? Or suddenly somebody texts you saying, no, I really need you, so you can't go anymore. How many know what I'm talking about? Or suddenly your Wi-Fi cuts down, or your car breaks down. Coincidence? Maybe. But often life is testing your focus before it trusts your intention. And when you start to pass those tests, that life universe God is chucking you right now, life upgrades the distraction to really see how serious are you. And all of a sudden, these distractions, it makes them look justifiable, even noble. What do I really mean? Take, for example, have you ever noticed how most people in your culture are entertained through watching sports? Now, if you think about sports for a moment, they think it's harmless fun, just watching it all the time. But what it really is what I like to call psychological anesthesia. Now, what do I really mean? It keeps you emotionally invested in someone else's scoreboard. Notice this. While your own dreams sit on the bench, you're screaming at a TV, jumping up and down over full-grown men, chasing another full-grown man over a ball filled with air. Right? Meanwhile, your own destiny is gasping for air. That's distraction disguised as entertainment. Making sense? Now, take, for example, even movies. A lot of people love watching movies. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place to entertain yourself with movies. But where it becomes a problem is when you keep paying to watch other people pretend to live lives they don't even have, so you can forget to live the one that you've been given. They are selling you their stories, so you forget to write your own story. World-class achievers do not fall into this trap. They're playing a totally different game. They don't worship distraction, they weaponize intention. They wake up knowing what they're building and why they're building it. They don't chase motivation, they move from meaning. They don't need an escape because they're creating a life they don't need to escape from. Now, people tell me all the time, Tim, it's so easy for you to say this stuff, right? Because you've got the money, results, success. But no. I've got the money because I became the person for whom that's easy to say. How many of you are getting this? What does that really mean? Mindset comes before the asset. You don't get the castle first, you become the king or the queen first. Making sense? You don't wait to be chosen, you crown yourself through consistency. You don't find your power, you forge it in the fire of focus. And here's the wildest truth of all. Most people spend their energy defending their limitation than pursuing their potential. They'll fight harder for their excuses than they'll ever fight for their dreams. They'll argue for what can't be done instead of arguing on how it can. They'll say it's just not the right time, as if time was the problem. They'll say I don't have the clarity, when clarity only comes from commitment. They'll say I'm just being realistic, when realistic is just fear in disguise. How many are feeling this today, by the way? And do you want me to drop more of these important secrets for you? If so, like I said, react back with a heart emoji right now. And that's the difference between distracted and the devoted, between mediocrity and mastery, between those who exist and those who expand. Because in a world addicted to distraction, focus is the final frontier. And your ability to stay intentional is the ultimate rebellion. How many of you felt that today? Yes? By the way, that's just a glimpse of what I was writing up. There were more powerful secrets, but I've got no time to share any of that right now. But if you want me to drop some more of these important reminders for you, because I know a lot of you are about to experience WCA, be sure to react back with a heart emoji. And the reason why I want to share this with you today is that the world-class achievers, They are more focused on their intention, whilst the dabblers are detoured and are always more focused on distractions. Remember this intention, your intention of wanting to create a world-class life. You gotta fight for this intention. You gotta fight for your freedom, not prison. You gotta fight for why you can and why you will show up, why you will be here, why you do whatever it takes, instead of you fighting for your excuses and limitations. So if you're gonna tell yourself a story on why you can make it happen. It's your choice, it's your destiny. Let's go.